What's going on? It's your dog, Hurtman the Great. We're back with another boxing conversation. Yeah, got my LA fitted on today. Yeah, we outside. It's like we inside today. Just came from outside, making running some plays or whatever, doing what I have to do. But I'm back in the crib. Got ready to chop it up, dude. Boxing fans, boxing fans, boxing fans. A lot of these niggas are goofy. Straight up, man. I gotta keep it 100. A lot of these niggas is goofy and they some straight up haters. They want to keep that shit 100, dude. See, me, I ain't saying I'm some super unbiased boxing fan. I ain't never claimed to be nothing like that. But these dudes who be trying to say they are unbiased and they're right around saying this stupid ass shit that they talking on the net, I gotta check it. I gotta check it. I gotta check it. You got these fans out here with and sometimes I gotta catch myself and be like, hold on, Art, man, you better relax. But you got these fans out here with profile pictures of boxers talking the most craziest shit about boxers. Straight up, like you got these man fans like this account named PRP. This dude literally has Boots Ennis as his profile picture and Boots Ennis as his header and Boots had Boots Ennis in his motherfucking bio and Boots Ennis is pinned tweet, all this shit. And I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with being a fan of somebody or being a supporter. Obviously, he's a kid, you know what I'm saying, probably in his late teens or whatever. But once you start doing some weirdo shit and you acting like you representing a fighter, like, nah, I can't do that shit. Because Boots is a real stand up fighter. It's a real stand up guy. But you got these weird ass fans with the profile pictures of these boxers acting and talking like they're the fucking boxer. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here with this weird shit. Can't even debate with these dudes because it's like, I can't take somebody seriously that's hiding behind a profile picture of a boxer, dude, and run around acting like you're that boxer. That's just weird to me. But shout out to my dude, Stop Motion MMA said, "What's up, Art, man? Look, I'm chilling, man, having a good time. Um, just got some good trees, so I'm about to smoke and talk this boxing shit, man. I see folks hating on Devin Haney, writing him off as if he's some type of trash ass dude, that just needs to retire. And then we got motherfucking Shakur Stevenson. We got an All American Showdown on Saturday, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Shit about to be a fucking movie. Shit about to be a motherfucking movie. Where's my lighter? Should it be a dude with a tank profile pic acting like he from Baltimore where he from the suburbs? Yeah, these niggas be weird, dude. I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You probably some weird ass dude who play video games all day and fucking lust over your favorite boxers, weird ass nigga. These niggas be weird. But ain't no wrong with being a fan of somebody. Ain't no wrong with being a fan. I ain't saying that. Ain't no wrong with being a fan, but you gotta call this shit what it. So this is the reason why I got upset is because he go make a post saying basically that Devin Haney is gonna duck the rematch with Ryan Garcia, and he don't got the heart to get back in there with Ryan Garcia, and his chin is weak, and he don't have no chin, and all this shit. And I'm just like, man, I'm gonna stop you right there, because obviously you're being on some real life sucker shit. You're hating on the young dude. You just say you don't want to see him come back. Just say you don't want to see him prosper in the sport. Because if you've been following this shit, Dev been saying he wanted the rematch. He just clearly said he wants the rematch. He even said, damn the motherfucking suspension, he want to fight Ryan Garcia ASAP. What's up? What's up? Yeah, straight up. He said you and I show speed doing the street together would be dope. Who is that? I think I know who that is, but I'm not sure. I don't know names really like that. I gotta see your face. But yeah, Niggas writing off Dev. And I'm like, dog, how can you really judge Dev, man? Like, if anything, you should be saying the dude's cold because he's able to go in there and get a fighter that's overweight, known to have power, and then he's on a performance enhancing drug that makes you stronger. And on top of that, due to those IVs, ain't no telling what other performance enhancing drug was in the system. I got a dude who's debated me, tries to seem cool or whatever. And I get it. We don't have to have the same. We don't have to have the same ideologies, and we don't have to always agree on shit. But when it comes to this cheating shit in boxing, it makes me start questioning certain niggas. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't gonna let that shit slide. I gotta speak on it. This nigga said Ostarine is like basically taking creatine. What the fuck? I've taken creatine before. Nigga, hell dog. Get the fuck out of here. Creatine makes you fucking big and it holds your fucking water weight. It gives you a little extra energy and boost. And that's what I said. I said a lot of these niggas treat this shit like it's some motherfucking pre-workout or some shit. They don't look at PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, in all seriousness. They're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it as it's some fucking pre-workout. So I'm like, yeah, nah, nigga, I ain't gonna accept that. Get the fuck out of here. It's the reason why this shit's banned. These niggas be acting like this nigga took a placebo or some weird ass shit, some shit that don't even give him no benefits. Like, why would this man put? And then I start questioning, like, why would Ryan Garcia put himself in a position where he's getting sued by multiple people and he's suspended? He can't earn money from boxing for a whole year because he took something that was not going to give him no benefits. These niggas don't even be listening to that shit. It's just all this shit is Devin Haney hate. And I hate to just throw it in the box of just Devin Haney hate, but it's just that. There's no way you can slice that shit. I'm telling you, bro, if the roles were reversed, we already know. We already know they'll be saying Devin Haney's a motherfucking cheater. He's a cheater. He cheated Lomachenko. And then you got niggas like Regis Prograis. You got niggas like Regis Prograis coming out here talking about some, yeah, what happened to Dev? It's just like basically what happened to me. Nigga, no the fuck it wasn't. Bro, I'm sorry, nigga. I knew a lot of Louisiana niggas in my life, but I ain't never seen no nigga from Louisiana do shit like that. Y'all niggas want to talk about Dev crying? What Regis is doing is fucking crying. We already moved on to another fight. We already moved on to another fight. And this nigga talk about some what Dev do to him. Nigga, what Dev do to you, nigga? Dev whooped your ass 12-0. You know what it really is, man? It's the whole build up, man. That shit got to him, man. We just took that shit as promoting the fight. But now I'm thinking like, now we gotta seriously evaluate it. Like, this nigga went into there saying, this private school kid, you know what I'm saying, this daddy's boy, rich kid, he ain't fucking with me. I'm a real straight nigga from Louisiana, from the boot. He was talking all that shit. That nigga, he probably see. I believe him. Nigga, Louisiana's a crazy place, man. New Orleans, man. I've been. I haven't been there, but I've seen many people. I spoke to a lot of people from there, especially growing up in Texas after Katrina. Many of them came to Texas, and I got real close with a lot of them. But yeah, so I understand. Coming from that place, yeah, it's the streets. It's the Noya. It's the streets. And then you got this Cali dude, or yeah, young Cali dude, Vegas or whatever, Henderson, they can say whatever. But young West Coast dude who had his pops in his life. It got about the streets and all that shit and put him in position to win. And he really believed that, since he's from the streets and he's seen the hard knock life, that this dude can't whoop me. He went in there thinking like, damn, I'm about to whoop this dude because he can't punch. Nigga, his eyes was open during that fight because he was getting tagged from round 1 to round 12, bro. And it was to a point where it was like, nigga, the school kid or whatever, or private school kid, whatever. This nigga, he's on the verge of stopping. But he stuck to the game plan and he said, nah, I'm gonna take it easy on him. And if anything, you should be thanking that nigga for not stopping you. Cause now look at you. You gotta fight with Jack Catterall. She would have been looking like a whole lot different if you would have got stopped. But instead of giving Dev his props and say, you know, he was the better man that night, he's younger, fresher, faster, you know what I'm saying? And he did have a little pop in his punches. You went on some, oh, that nigga weight bullying. He weight bullied me. What you mean he weight bullied you, nigga? Nigga, did he make the weight or not? Did he make the weight or not? Oh, he made weight just like you? And last time I checked, these bitch ass niggas, all these bitch ass niggas was talking about Dev. Y'all can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't say, oh, Dev is chinny and Dev can't punch and all this shit. And then turn around and say, well, Dev uses his weight as an advantage. What is he doing with his weight? That's an advantage. He leaning on dudes? Is he pulling the Tyson Fury and leaning on guys and holding them down and pulling all his weight on them? Is he doing that? Is his punching so hard because he's a big guy coming down and he's just punching through everything? Because y'all, I don't get it. You gotta make it make sense. You can't say this dude is so trash and just say he's weight bullying. How is he weight bullying you when he's making fucking weight? Make it make fucking sense. But y'all ain't calling Ryan Garcia a weight bully. Y'all not calling niggas like Canelo Alvarez a weight bully. Y'all ain't calling niggas like Benavidez a weight bully. You ain't calling Boots a weight bully. Y'all was calling Spence a weight bully. I remember that shit. But all that shit, man, that shit's uncalled for. If you can make the motherfucking weight, you can make the weight. Cut that shit out, dude. Stop crying and man the fuck up. Man the fuck up. And if you really feel a certain type of way, take it to court. Take it to court. Let's see how far it gets you. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Said Regis is crying right now. Yes. Some Mexican American boxer channel being racist or to call it the devil, also saying bad things about Rachel Dodare. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. That shit's not surprising. Said Dev did him surgical. He did. Also, you talk about Regis. Yeah. Regis is chinny, boxing, hate Devin guts. Now he's barely making weight. Like, dude, like, if anything, you're fighting a drained version of Dev, right? Right? My bad, I had a fucking pigeon next to my motherfucking window making all these weird ass pigeon noises and shit. But yeah, boxing, they really hate that bad. They took this nigga Dev off their pound for pound list and shit like that. Like, how is he off the pound for pound list? Last time I checked, he didn't lose the fight, right? I thought when you get cheated and you can prove that a nigga motherfucker cheated, or the guy can't prove that he didn't cheat, you get your O back. And you know what I'm saying? I thought it switches back to you know, it's a no contest and you remain where you were before. But according to these guys, it's not like that. They look at it as, oh, you still lost, nigga. You still lost. You were supposed to win. You were supposed to win that fight. That's what they telling me. Dev, you were supposed to be the overweight guy that's on the juice. You were supposed to do that. And then when you ask him, who else did that before boxing? I mean, Austrian don't do nothing for you, really. Nah, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. And I say it respectfully because there's some people that say that shit, and I respect them, but I gotta say it, man. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of these niggas trying to pretend like this shit's A-OK, like this is a little bit of nothing, nigga. No, shut the fuck up. They still talking about Floyd using IVs. You got a nigga, Ryan Garcia, on IVs in front of everybody. Nigga so motherfucking bold and brazen. He's showing that shit to everybody that he's on the IV. He popped dirty for Nandrolone and Ostarine. Oh, the second test, they couldn't find an Nandrolone after that shit. I blame the motherfucking IV. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So this whole argument of saying Oh well, Austria is a little bit of nothing. Nah, nigga, I believe he was on multiple shit because that illegal IV. Now, how do you counter that? How do y'all counter that? Well, Floyd used IV. Nigga, we ain't talking about Floyd. We talk about Ryan Garcia. These niggas be fake as hell. Fake and phony. Like, talk about Devin's Chitty. How he Chitty? He didn't get knocked out. Bro, you got niggas like Durote and all them other dudes prior to Ryan Garcia getting knocked out. And if you want to say he wasn't on Peds then, look, he wasn't on Peds then because he ain't failed no test then, right? Right? But now you got Devin Haney. He's fighting a guy that you know he's overweight and he's on the juice. And he didn't get stopped. He didn't get stopped. I know it hates you. I know y'all want to say he got knocked out, but he didn't get knocked out. It went to the fucking scorecards. And it was damn near almost a draw. Some boxing purists that's not hating, they view that shit as a fucking draw. Me personally, I can't speak on the most because I watched the fight like once and I see the highlights a couple times. Off of first watch, I thought it was a draw, but then I see why they viewed it as Ryan Garcia winning because Dev got dropped 3 times. And you know, eye test is nigga got dropped 3 times and he didn't stop the other guy or drop the guy. So you would give it to the other guy, which is understandable. But to act like the fight wasn't close and this nigga just got completely just stopped, nah, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. He didn't get stopped. He fought a dude that was overweight and was on pads. And the fight is now a no contest. It's not our opinion. That's a fact. He didn't get stopped. The fight was ruled a no contest because the other guy cheated. That's what the fuck happened. But when it comes to Dev, niggas want to throw away logic and say, oh, this nigga trash. He trash. He trash because of that. Show me the next nigga who lost to an overweight power puncher. No, who beat an overweight power puncher on the pads. Show me that person. And these niggas, they love Gervonta. And I respect Gervonta Davis' game, most definitely. Skillful boxer, for sure. Heavy puncher, for sure. But this guy, he put Ryan Garcia on a rehydration clause. So you same niggas acting like Tank is Superman. Tank no nigga, there's rules and regulations to this shit. Nigga, he know this nigga Ryan Garcia he can grow big in that motherfucking fight day, nigga. He can grow real big fight day. So let me put him on a rehydration clause. He put him on a rehydration clause and motherfucking put him on strict drug testing as well. So miss me with that. What Gervonta Davis would have did that? No, nigga. There's no nigga that you could point and say he beat an overweight power puncher on performance enhancing drugs. You can't point to one, not even one. But they expect the nigga that they hate, the nigga that they say can't punch, the nigga they say is pillow fisted. You know what I'm saying? He chinny. They expect that nigga to beat the dude that's on the peds and overweight. That's known for knocking niggas out. They completely right. They completely right Dev off. But they was boosting niggas like Matias and Gary Russell. What? Nigga, I ain't forget. I ain't forget. Nigga, y'all saying Gary Russell and Matias was the man. Both them niggas lost on the same night to a nigga that wasn't on the juice. Right? What that say about them? What that say about y'all? All you niggas acting like y'all picked Ryan Garcia to beat Devin Haney. Nigga, hell no, nigga. Y'all seen them damn odds. Y'all was rolling with Devin Haney to win that fight. And then when it happened, y'all just so happy to see Dev fucking lose. Look, let me tell y'all what really happened. This is why people feel a certain type of way about Dev, right? In this Ryan Garcia situation. A lot of these niggas, they was picking Dev. They're definitely picking Dev. Because we see Ryan Garcia quit before. We just see Ryan Garcia get fatigued and quit. We seen him get hurt and quit. We seen that. We seen him get dropped by niggas that's not even known as power punchers. Luke Campbell. You seen this nigga get dropped before. So niggas already pursuing that. Devin Haney Come on, Devin Haney coming off a Regis performance, bro. They view Regis as a tougher fighter than Ryan Garcia at one point in time. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. So they were picking Dev. Only people that was picking Ryan were people that was generally Ryan fans and people who dislike Devin Haney. They just hoping on, wishing on the star, right? So this is what happened, right? They go into this fight, and Ryan Garcia, he won the fight. So everybody got that moment to celebrate because niggas hated Devin Haney anyway. All these niggas became Ryan Garcia fans. See, that's how you do it. Ryan the man, right? I told you, nigga. Niggas in boxing, these fans, they live for the I told you moment in boxing. That, oh, I did this. Look, I was right. I was right. They live for that shit. Which is cool. Which is cool. You could be a fan and say, okay, I was right. I did this. No, but the fake ass niggas pretending like I was picking Ryan, nah, I can't respect that. So then when it come to find out Ryan Garcia popped dirty, niggas like, oh shit, fuck. They knew in their heart that fuck. Now Dev gonna be, he can come back and talk his shit because it was some cheating shit. But they like, nah, you know what? I hate Dev. My neighbor, everybody else, we all hate Dev. So fuck it, we just gonna ride with the Ryan Garcia didn't cheat shit. Instead of admitting motherfucking the truth and saying, you know what, Ryan Garcia cheated, and I did, I did second date ride with Ryan Garcia after he beat Haney because fuck Haney, I ain't ride with him. If you just keep it 100 and say that shit, niggas wouldn't judge. But the fact that niggas is like, nah, fuck that, niggas ain't cheat. Ostarine, like taking motherfucking creatine. They take a Supreme workout. That shit ain't a little bit of nothing. Dev just need to move on. He just crying. Instead of just keeping it 100, they rather do that type of shit. They rather go down the stupid ass rabbit hole with this nigga Ryan Garcia. They'd rather stick with the conspiracies instead of keeping 100 and say, you know what, our brother Young Dev, he got motherfucking cheating. Not even our brother. This boxer Dev, he got cheated, so I can't really respect Ryan Garcia. But the fact that it's Dev, they like, fuck it. Cheating no matter. Ostery ain't nothing. Performance enhancing drug didn't stop you from dumping your head. You was supposed to dodge every punch like the Matrix, nigga. You was supposed to do all that shit. That's my motherfucking Charleston White impersonation. You was supposed to, come on. You was supposed to knock that nigga out. You was supposed to dip it skip low. You was supposed to dodge every punch like Neo, because you the one. You and your dad was promoted like you was the one. So you was supposed to do that. Nah, nigga. I can't respect that shit. These niggas act like Dev was never going, bro. They acting like Dev was not supposed to get hit at all. Bro, I'm telling you, nigga, it don't matter who it is. Floyd Mayweather, Sweet Pea Whitaker, nigga. There's any fight a motherfucker been in, they've been hit. They've been fucking hit. Unless a nigga just went in there on some motherfucking Deontay Wilder one punch KO type shit. But even in that fight, he got hit. The fact that Dev got hit and couldn't fully recover is the reason why he fucking lost that fight. It's not because, oh, Dev just trash. No, he got hit by a juicer, known puncher that was overweight, and he couldn't fully recover from that fight. And yeah, there's things he could have done to adjust, but you don't know what it's like to get punched like that by a guy that's off multiple performance enhancing drugs. Niggas saying, oh, nah, he was just on Osterine. Nah, I believe he was on multiple performance enhancing drugs. And that IV is enough. It's enough reason for me to believe that he was masking his drugs. This nigga already admitted to coming in, with a mindset of having an advantage. He's doing everything. He's showing all the signs of somebody that was on performance enhancing drugs, betting on himself, nigga, using IVs. He knew what time it was. It wasn't no excuse. He knew what fucking time it was. Dude said, why I'm so mad. I ain't mad. I smoke too much weed to be mad. Nigga, I got a healthy family, nigga. Come on now. I ain't got nothing to be fucking mad about. What's making me upset, really, it's just the fact that you guys are on some bullshit. I'm not mad. It's different between being upset and mad. But that shit right there, y'all just defending this cheating shit because y'all can't stand for nothing. It pisses me off because it's like, dude, you gotta have some type of level of integrity. some type of morals. And I ain't saying that you got to be Malcolm X or something, you know what I'm saying, or a pastor, preacher, or anything like that. I'm not saying you got to do none of that. But just keep it 100 for the integrity of the fucking sport. Ryan Garcia cheated. Just rule it as a no contest and say, okay, well, I'm rolling with Ryan Garcia in a rematch. Just say that. But to say, oh, Osterman ain't nothing, performance enhancing drugs ain't nothing, that's bullshit. And you know it. Said, where's that picture of Ryan in the snack shirt? They seen it. They seen it. Said, Art, man, keep pushing this real shit. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep on pushing this real shit. And look, unfortunately, man, I've been seeing a lot of dudes on Twitter. They getting caught up. They pulling up old clips of them looking crazy in the light. Man, that shit's crazy. That's why I want to align myself with different groups, man, because some of these folks be doing some weird shit, man. All I can say is just keep it 100 from the start. Just keep it 100 from the start. Guys like Shakur Stevenson, yeah, I talk my shit about Shakur Stevenson, definitely. But I ain't never said he was a terrible fighter. What y'all doing right now with this Edward De Los Santos shit, that's bullshit. Y'all making it seem like this dude is trash. He's not trash. Yeah, that was a lackluster performance, but to completely write him off, I can't respect that. I'm not writing Shakur off. I'm not writing Dev off. Shakur, he gonna go here and have a great performance against Arnold. I already know he's gonna, do what he has to do to win this motherfucking fight. The one thing Shakur better realize is, man, you fighting against Bob Arum in top rank. You're telling him this is your last fight and you're not signing with him no matter what? Shit. I mean, I feel like this whole Lomachenko-Davis negotiation, I think it really depends on how the Shakur Stevenson fight goes. Because, man, if Shakur go out there and beat the shit out of Artem and it's looking like highlight Rio type, like Herring type fight, I don't know. The public might be crying for Gervonta Davis to fight motherfucking Shakur Stevenson. So I want to see that. And I'm not saying Shakur Stevenson's going to win that fight, but I'd rather see Shakur Stevenson fight Davis than Lomachenko because Lomachenko, they got way too many opportunities. He got way too many opportunities, man. Give it to an undefeated dude coming up, man. I don't want to see somebody coming off of Kambosos, like y'all saying, Kambosos is the worst fighter in the world, but not when Lomachenko beat him, right? Crazy how that works. But I don't want to see him fight Gervonta right now. He can fight him, but just not right now. Let's see Shakur versus Gervonta. Straight up. Said Punch Drunk will never hop on live or be on TV. Man, look. That nigga Punch Drunk, he really is Punch Drunk. Maybe he did get in the car accident for real because he be talking that bullshit on Twitter. He telling Ryan to call his dad. I had to tell that nigga on Twitter, bro, tell your kids to call you, nigga, or call your kids, nigga. What the fuck you telling Ryan to call his dad for? Nigga, he don't know you, nigga. Weird ass nigga. That shit's weird, bro. Talk about some Ryan, man. Call your dad, bro. Nigga, what the fuck? He said, oh, man, I live with my kids, man. We're all blessed. And I asked him, I said, dude, are you feeling highly favored as well? Weird ass nigga. Punch Drunk is fucking weird, bro. Faking car accidents and shit. Can't trust these niggas. These those me no black niggas. You know the type. Me no black. He Dominican. We know your type. We know your type. Gotta watch out for them. They may have the skin color like us, man, but they be on some me no black shit. And I can't trust that. I can't trust the me no black nigga. I just can't. Straight up. He don't know if he want to be, you know what I'm saying, in the hood with the brothers dropping the N-word or in the motherfucking Latin bar talking his shit with a handful of fucking fried plantains. He don't know what he want to do. He don't know what he want to do. He confused. But I feel like it hurts him a little bit because he wants to be like how Ryan Garcia is, the lighter complected, you know what I'm saying, Latino. He wants to look like that and be like that, but he can't. Can't pull a Sammy Sosa, boy. You're too dark. So, and he's just confused. He don't know who he want to roll with for it. talking about Punch Drunk. He a little confused. And man, I just say, man, that sucks because it's like you want to be like them, but you're as dark as us. So it's like they put you in the nigga category, and you don't want to be us. So that must really suck for real. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, nigga. I never experienced that. Straight up, but me no black. Straight up said drop him off in Mississippi. He'll get his nigga wake up call. Yeah, for real. This nigga, he was wearing the All Lives Matter shirt or some shit. And I'm like, you see, this is why you can't trust niggas like that. You can't trust niggas like that. He looked like us, but he popping some bullshit. Fucking me no black niggas, man. They, they ashamed to be black. But it's like this, man. If you don't want to be black, nigga, that's you. That's on you. But just don't try to blend in and come back around us and say, oh, I'm down for the cause and all this shit, nigga. Hell no. Stay your ass over there, nigga. You not like us. You not like us, bro. You eat fried plantains, we eat fried chicken. You're not like us, bro. Real shit. And what he's in NYC, right? Heavy on that. It's everywhere in NYC, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Look, and I got no problem with people, from different ethnic backgrounds or whatever. I have no problem with y'all. I just have a problem with those who try to like hate on Black Americans and just try to like clown us and make it seem like we have no culture, but then you copying us and hating on our people is like I can't rock with that. And then you want to be, dropping the N word and act like you down with us when it's convenient. Like when you black, you know what I'm saying, like me and all my other brothers, whatever, and sisters, there's no turning this shit off, nigga. I'm black 24/7. I'm black 24/7, nigga. When I wake up, when I go to sleep, nigga. When I go to school, nigga. When I go to motherfucking work, nigga. I've been black all my life. I can't opt out of being black. You niggas, on the other hand, be trying to me no black, me no black. What you mean, me no black, nigga? I thought you was one of us. Nah, you not one of us when you on a job, right? You not one of us when you know what I'm saying? When it really goes down, you not one of us. You want to be on some. I'm from here. I'm that. I'm this. Okay, cool. Be that. Be that. But just don't be trying to come to the cookout and all this shit. Pretend to be us and jock our slang, and trying to dress like us, and then say we ain't shit. Nah, that's some weirdo shit, man. Stay on that side. You said that anti-blackness in the community is the problem. Nah, for real. And they bring that shit to boxing and act like, bro, I don't know why these niggas act like boxing just has some type of like force field around it that like all the shit from the outside world doesn't get involved in boxing, like racism and people having a group self-interest and division. Like we need to stop playing these games, man. One thing I agree with Dante Boxing Nation is that boxing really is about race, nationality, and pride. It really is. But of course, it's more things when it comes to like skills and technique and all that shit. But when we talk about like when it comes to different cultures and what they feel is important to them in this game, it really is about race, nationality, and pride. And there's nothing wrong with having, pride in your group. Like they come out there with their flags and they sing the national anthems and all that. I don't be like, oh man, this is some bullshit, nigga. Fuck y'all. I don't have time to do all that shit. That shit's weird shit. But whenever black people doing their shit, they celebrating their cultures. Oh nigga, why you guys doing that? Y'all racist. Y'all racist. Like Ryan Garcia calling Champ Side racist and shit. Oh, look at his banner. He got all. Black American people. So what? So what? Who gives a fuck? Why why can't black people enjoy our group in our sport? You know, our people in the sport. Why is that? Why is it a problem? You know what I see it as? And I've been saying this since day one. I see it as fear. Because when they realize that, oh shit, when these niggas is not beefing with each other, when these niggas is not on some goofball shit and they actually taking this shit serious and they're working together, oh my God, these niggas are strong. They're really strong. But they don't want that. They don't want us to be together. They want us to be divided. They want us to be fighting amongst each other, whatever. So they preach that shit. They like the fact that Javante is rocking with Ryan Garcia and dissing Devin Haney. They like that type of division. They wouldn't like it if motherfucking Devin Haney and Javante was motherfucking dissing Ryan Garcia. They wouldn't like that shit. They wouldn't like that at all. Straight up. Said Drunk Punk started the Black and Brown War on YouTube. Pretty sure he did. Said yes, Art Man. Fun fact: bunch of salsa, Mernagee, even though they're Latin dances, they're actually African culture in the modifier. Yeah, exactly. So trust me, you don't gotta give me the science or the history on it because I already know. I already know. A lot of the culture it comes from African African teaching and stuff like that. But they try to like run away from that type of shit. They think, being lighter is being more pure and all that type of shit. But that's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother conversation. And I hate to have to even bring that type of shit up because you shouldn't get mad. Like this weekend, man. Let us say, oh man, I'm happy as fuck that it's all FBA main event with all black American fighters on July 4th. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that shit. You talk about that shit, they gonna say, oh, look at you, why are you guys talking about this American stuff and all this and all that shit? Why are you proud to be American? Why are you nah, nigga? You can't get mad because this is our shit. This is our shit. How y'all want us to be upset and leave and y'all want to come and then rep this shit? I be seeing y'all be having y'all half y'all flag, half the American flag, and then tell us that we shouldn't rep America. The people, the descendants of the people who built the country, you're telling them that we shouldn't rep the country, but y'all should come over here from y'all country and make y'all half and half flags and tell us that we shouldn't represent. Nah, nigga, fuck that. I see the play. Y'all want us to leave and y'all want to take our spot. We get it. We get it. Definitely. Same slave boats that went to America went to South America too. But the difference is there was already black folks here on this side of the world. Yeah, there's African folks that came from Africa that came to America, but there's also black folks here as well. So it's kind of like a mixture of both. And the whole slavery, American slavery was completely different. It really created a different breed of people. And I hate to say breed, you know what I'm saying, but there really was breeding people. Reasons why we have big old guys like Deontay Wilder and LeBron James and shit, big ass natural strong motherfuckers. And you like, damn, how the fuck this guy has no boxing skill like you say, but can punch your skull in? How is that possible? If you want to go into the long history of it, shit, the same reason why we proud to be who we are because we've been through a whole lot, and we fought through that type of shit. So can't get mad when we celebrate our culture and celebrate how far we came and celebrate, the shit that we've achieved. Look at bro, look at this shit. AB, motherfucking Floyd, all these niggas. We have rappers come out. Now look at these guys. All the fucking Latin boxers, they got their own little Latin motherfucking rappers come out. Culture vulture like a motherfucker. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can do what they want. They can represent how they want to represent. But you can't get mad and say we not the originators. Look at y'all. Y'all got dudes with motherfucking just look how they got their hair lined up. The rappers that came out with Canelo, they got the motherfucking edge ups and shit like black folks, black Americans, and you rapping. Who started this shit? Us. So don't come around and say, "Oh, we can't be proud to be this," and then y'all want to jock our style. You know what I'm saying? That shit's weird. Yeah. So yeah, so black Muslim came to America centuries before Columbus did. Yeah, exactly. And Columbus even said, man, there was black people here. He called them Ethiopians. There's black people here already. So there's no proof of black people here before Columbus, brother. That's a myth. Nah, there's black people here before. Definitely, definitely, there's black people here. Bro, really think about it. And I hate to just get so deep, but I don't give a fuck. This is my channel. I can say what the fuck I want. Really think about it. You understand that the black man is the original man, right? Like they say, black man is the original man on earth, right? You think that he only reside on one side of the fucking world if he's the original man? No. This man been around the motherfucking globe. If he's the original man, he's been everywhere. He hasn't just been stuck to one motherfucking side of the world. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Columbus, he already stated that there were black folks already here. Already here. Come on now. Nah, I did some research too, man. I did some research. And, July 4th is coming up, celebrating the country's independence or whatever. But yeah. But yeah, man, in boxing, there's always been a division, man, between the race, between Mexicans and blacks and Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. And, bro, we can't act like this shit never happened, man. And then newly we got motherfucking Brits versus Mexico. But I think that shit kind of died out because Mexico was on the fucking wrecking ball, man. They was destroying them UK dudes. Said Buddy Sick in the lineup trying to be black. Nah, straight up. Straight. Am I lying? Am I lying? Y'all, bro, y'all was not wearing. Y'all hair don't even grow like that for real. Let's be real. Y'all should be draping over y'all fucking foreheads. Come on. We been lining our shit up. Edge ups, tapers, and all that shit. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. I just seen a couple of y'all try to get the lineup. And I ain't trying to say this to be disrespectful, but I see some Latino brothers, they get the lineup and they should be green and shit like that. Why your shit green? Because your hair don't even grow like that. That shit doesn't match up. Niggas get a fresh faded, they shit still be green like they shit about to be growing back the next day because your shit don't grow like that. We did that. We started that shit. Come on, man. Said when the Spaniards and Portuguese conquered the Moors and took Spain after the tourist Americans, thus the Moors had already possessed. They rewrote history, claimed, and discovered it. Exactly, bro. How can you claim that we're the original man and say that we've never been across the world? Of course, the Moors have been across the world. They've been across the world, man, everywhere. You don't think a couple stopped here and made it with the folks that was here? Yeah, you could say, yeah, they started off in Africa, but they traveled. They traveled. They traveled. Said they were white people at the time. Okay. But and folks, the conversation we have, it does dive into boxing as well, or correlates to boxing as well, because boxing is definitely about race, nationality, and pride, man. And ever since the inception, they've been talking about that. Like, I remember reading some book, man. They were talking about the race history of boxing. They're literally finding when during inception they really went out and found boxers from other sides of the world, and they really wrote theories on fighting the American African versus the African in Great Britain or whatever, or fighting the Latino fighting out of South America. They really had real life studies on this shit. Boxing always been about that. Always been about that. And then when it comes to the money, bro, Top Rank tells you every time. It's gonna be a Mexican war, because they know race sells, man. They know race and nationality sells. Shit been here since the beginning of the time, man, or since the beginning of Inception, I mean. But yeah, man, I'm ready to see Keyshawn Davis fight too, man. Keyshawn Davis is a skilled fighter, man. He remind me of myself a little bit. Not saying I do goofy shit like the shit he be doing, but when it comes to smoking that good tree and hitting the gym, you know what I'm saying, punching on shit, I like doing that. And I feel like a lot of people, they judge him on that, man. He can smoke. Why is it a crime to smoke weed and box? When Ryan Garcia said he was smoking weed and boxing, I wasn't really tripping on that. Yeah, Devin Haney was tripping on that, but I wasn't really tripping on that because it's like weed, in my opinion, is not performance enhancing at all. For those who's never done it, smoke a joint, right, and then go hit up the boxing gym and tell me if that's a fucking advantage in the fucking ring. Hell no, because once you start getting punched and shit like that, your high is gone. That shit's gone. Or once you start really hitting the bag and really getting intensified with the workout, the high is already gone. The one thing I can say that weed will probably do for you in boxing is for some, and not it's not even for most. I would say for some, weed can help you, lower your anxiety when it comes to fighting. You know, you won't be as nervous as much. But once the punches start flying next to you, that high is already gone. So that's that. So I don't think they should have changed this fight to a no contest for weed. That was some bullshit. Definitely. Sorry, man. Have you smoked British cigarettes? No, I don't smoke cigarettes. If anything, we will just help you with your nerves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We will help you, like, you won't be like super nervous. Like, I remember smoking a joint and sparring, and I was, it was crazy. I thought to myself like, man, maybe I was tweaking. I should have never done that. But I was like, fuck it, man. I just felt like the need to smoke it before sparring. I sparred, no, I smoked, and then I went in there and I sparred like a young Mexican dude. And I ain't gonna lie, the motherfucker's relentless, and he had more than this motherfucking gas tank. Good thing I had some power to outweigh him. But we were sparring, dude, and I remember just being fucking gassed after like the motherfucking first 3 minutes. And I'm like, oh shit. But we're only going like 2 rounds anyways. I just remember being gassed, man, and I'm like, oh shit. Man, my high was gone, and I just thought to myself, like, "Oh shit, this shit's real. I'm actually in here fighting, and this motherfucker's throwing punches and bunches. I'm clinching and shit." But good thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had power, so I was able to rock his shit with the right hand and the motherfucking left hook. Popped his ass in the motherfucking corner. And this is when I was early on. So it was just all natural. So I popped his ass with a motherfucking right hand and left hook. And then I remember the coach was like, man, he still got 30 seconds left. Man, when he said 30 seconds, nigga, that shit felt like he said 2 hours. Man, I was like, oh, nah, hell no. I'm like, I thought that shit was forever. But anyways, I got through it. It was a good sparring session, but I was thinking to myself, like, man, maybe I should not smoke before I spar because I went into the sparring match cool, calm, and collect, and it quickly turned into something like action pack where I had to be on my P's and Q's for sure. Yeah. Said fighting shape is totally different than being oh man, I learned that early on. I learned that early on. I look, I was one of those which you call Frank Martin type of dudes where you try to join the boxing gym late. Growing up, I always had hands though. I got into a lot of street fights growing up in Texas and also here in Minnesota. So I was always a dude that was just naturally just athletic and strong or whatever. And I ended up going to trade school. And when I was in trade school, uh, one of the owners of a boxing gym was one of the counselors at the trade school or whatever. And she was like, "Hey, you're in shape. How do you want to go to the boxing gym?" And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm fucking like 20, 21. I'm like, shit. I'll check it out, fucking see what I got. I'm used to beating niggas up in the street. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm I've already been lifting weights and shit like that. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got it. Man, I went in there, dude. They had me doing like simple workouts, like when they laid a fucking little ladder on the floor and you gotta jump in and out and keep your hands up and jump in and out, you know, and then pivot and then jump in and out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit right there felt like I just remember just being like, yo, what the fuck? I am tired. And this nigga telling me to hold my hands up. I thought this nigga was trying to kill me, bro. Like I couldn't keep my hands up to save my fucking life. And I got all this muscle thinking like I'm just a strong ass nigga. Nah. Hell no, nigga. Right then and there I said, yeah, this boxing shit is different. It's real different. But hold on, I got a phone call. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, that shit was different, man. I'm telling you, look, just the whole concept of keeping my hands up was like, I'm like, your hands, are you? I was really asking other people, like, your hands really supposed to feel like that? But yeah, I was just like, man, that shit was just different, man. Like, and then sparring too. Like I said, the coach said we got 30 seconds left, nigga. That shit felt like that nigga said 5 hours. Said how your sparring go. It was good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I didn't get banged up or no shit like that. But I was like, yeah, she was just different. But I always liked it though. But I knew I couldn't do this boxing shit for real, because you got to be 100% dedicated to this boxing shit for real. You can't be doing no half ass shit. You can't be out here smoking and drinking and all that shit. Like hell no, you got to be 100% dedicated to the craft. And I was like, nigga, I'm too far in the game, nigga. Hell no, I like to smoke. I ain't stopping that shit for nothing. Hell no. Then on top of that, I'm grown as fuck. I got bills and shit like that. Like I gotta start working. So I said, hell no, fuck this boxing shit. And plus, man, that brain damage and shit, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting nervous and scared about that shit because I just felt like I like the way I speak. I like being, articulate and all that shit. I don't want to put myself in a position where I don't have no money and I barely have any brain cells. There's a lot of untold boxing stories of guys just working and trying to become boxers, and they're completely fucked up because then they got fucked up in sparring, then they got fucked up in their first couple bouts, and now they can't go back to working a regular job because they're just not mentally there. Some niggas got brain bleeds and shit. I said, nah, sport's too dangerous, and I'm not 100% dedicated. I wouldn't even put myself in that predicament. So I'd rather just be a boxing fan and talk about it and train and make great paintings on artmanapparel.com. Best boxing merch in the motherfucking game. That's how I'm here today. Huh, straight up. It was never my plan to really talk about boxing on YouTube and shit like that, or even paint pictures of boxing for real. On some real shit. Not at all. How I got into like painting boxing and shit like that, and talking boxing or whatever after trade school, it was like what 2015, 2016. I'm like, I like this boxing shit. And I've been watching boxing for a little minute from AB and Floyd, but I kind of got turned off a little bit after that shit because shit wasn't really popping like that. After like AB and Loss and Floyd and all that, he was like the only one, so I wasn't really in tune to boxing for real, for real. But then when I started seeing like Deontay Wilder and AJ and all that shit, I was just like, I just started getting more in tune into boxing, and then also, you know, and I ended up getting a full time job, and I'm like, man, you know what? Full time job, it's just cool, but I'm missing something. I'm a great artist. Let me get back into drawing. I swear to God, one day I just woke up and said, man, let me just get back into drawing. I woke up, went to motherfucking art store, bought some motherfucking art supplies, and I just started drawing sketches or whatever. And I was watching fights or whatever, and I seen the boxing egos and shit like that, and I was listening to that boxing ego, Fanon and all them dudes, 78 and all that shit. I was listening to all that, but I was just drawing sketches or whatever, and I started posting it on Facebook and shit like that. And then somebody was like, "Man, dude, you're fucking good. You should start putting this shit on T-shirts and all that shit." I was like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just always blew it off because I'm like, man, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? T-shirts, I don't got time for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think about none of that. But then more and more people just kept on asking me. I ended up buying an iPad and learning how to fucking draw electronically. Just more and more people just kept on asking me, like, yo, dude, you're fucking good. You should put this on a shirt. You should put this on. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just put this shit on a motherfucking shirt. Next thing you know, niggas is just buying this shit. I'm like, oh shit, like damn, I'm too deep in it to quit now. Niggas just keep on buying this shit. Like, what the fuck? They love it. And I also do like logos and family portraits and stuff like that. But the more I got into like drawing boxing art and whatever, I start thinking like, let me just start talking about it. I start talking about it. Next thing you know it, I created a Twitter account, and there was some guy talking shit about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and shit. And I'm like, dude, who the fuck is this lame ass guy? I didn't know about trolls and all that shit. I ain't super old, but I ain't know about trolling and all that shit. So, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy talking about Wilder? I tweeted some shit back to him. Next thing you know, I got a gang of people in my DM and arguing with me and all this shit and all that. And then this nigga challenged me to a motherfucking debate, and it ended up being that guy, Ring IQ. And he brought me on his platform, and I started talking boxing. And I schooled his ass on the debate. That shit had like 5,000 people in that motherfucker. I was like, oh shit. The next thing you know, I'm like, fuck it, let me start talking about boxing online and YouTube. And here we are today. I'm selling motherfucking the best merch out here. And I'm talking boxing on YouTube. But I'm not one of them dudes that depend on YouTube and all that shit and all that. I don't really care for that type of stuff. I really care about like the art, the art of boxing, and you know, I really like boxing when it comes to like the art of it, because I'm an artist. I'm a master artist. When I see guys throw punches and do certain techniques to dodge and throw jabs, and you know what I'm saying, it's I can see the art before the crazy thing about being an artist. I can see the finished product, the finished project before the match is even over. And just seeing guys box and shit like that, it just made me inspired or whatever as a boxing fan to enjoy the craft of it. So when you got guys cheating like Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury and all that, I can't respect it because to be a fighter, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit all natural, and then you got an opponent that's on the juice, like trying to take away from your legacy. Like, I can't respect that shit, dude. Can't respect it. So I feel bad for all these journeyman guys who get knocked out every fight. Like, yeah, these niggas be, bro. I'm telling you, like, some of these journeymen, they not even making more than me, bro. And I'm not saying I'm rich or anything like that. But some of these journeymen, when you think about it, after all the expensive, like paying rent, training camp, and taxes, and you only making like a certain amount, then you got hospital bills and fees and all that shit. You got no health insurance. You don't have any health insurance. And health insurance, I work in healthcare, and I understand health insurance is a motherfucker. Like, if you don't got it and you trying to pay out of pocket for it, then you better have some good money. Straight up. So yeah, and these guys be leaving with brain damage. So it's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you're not fully committed, don't do it. That's what I'll tell a boxer coming up. If you're not fully committed, do not do it. So where you go? Yep, straight up. Yeah, man. But Shakur, you know what I'm saying? He got this fight this weekend, man. Hopefully he does good, man. I don't. And here's the thing: a lot of people say, "Oh, man, you hate on Tank and all these dudes." I really don't want to see them down bad. The way Ryan Garcia is right now, I don't. I never want to see Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Javante Davis, Keyshawn, Boots Ennis, none of my FBA fighters. I never want to see them like that, or just any fighter in general. Unless you a cheating motherfucker like Ryan Garcia, then it's whatever. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But for guys who are clean, respecting the sport, I never really want to see that type of shit happen to you. For real, for real. But these guys, they really hate Devin Haney. They really hate Dev and Shakur and these guys. And they low key hate Tank. They low key be saying Tank lost to Cruz on the low. You ask one of them, they'll tell you Tank really lost to Cruz. They really be on some hating shit like that for real. So don't get it twisted. So I've been watching a lot of BKFC recently, which is bare knuckle boxing. Niggas get their face cut for smoke. Nigga, see, nigga, hell nah. Niggas be like, "Art man, why the fuck you ain't out here doing the motherfucking street fights and all that?" Nigga, hell no. Hell no. I'm good on that shit. I'd rather make my money painting a motherfucking dude get punched in the face than rather getting punched in my face. And I'm not saying that to disrespect the boxer. I'm saying just that I know personally that I'm not fully committed to that shit. So respect to you being fully committed to it. But yeah, man. We got Crawford coming back. I was about to say Errol Spence. We got Errol Spence coming back, but we got Crawford coming back as well against Makmadrov. A lot of people will see how he's going to look after, giving Errol Spence the beats. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us haven't recovered from that. Let's talk about it, man. Bud Crawford, man, he beat the shit out of Errol Spence, and it's fucked up, man. He definitely did. He did. And a lot of folks are looking at it like right now, Bud is top tier, top class. Like, he's going to walk through Mark Madrov or whatever because of that. And I don't know. I believe so. I always rated Bud high, but he is getting a little older and he's moving up in weight. And he's fighting against a guy who, got some skill or whatever, but I really don't know too much about this dude, but they're telling me he's a threat. So we'll just have to see how this shit goes, man. It's gonna be a good fight. And it says Styles make fights. Said they can't get over the fact that Ryan had to cheat to beat Dev. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. So you see Ryan on champ side? Yeah, I did, man. That shit's funny, dude. Did you see Ryan dad talking about my son? He doesn't call me. He only talks to his mom. He doesn't talk to me. Nigga, we don't hear that sad story, nigga. Y'all was just living it up, nigga. Y'all was just living the Vida Loca, huh, nigga? What happened? Why y'all not living the Vida Loca no more, niggas? Fuck happened? Oh, your son got popped? He got popped for performance enhancing drugs. Now shit looking crazy. Now he getting hit with lawsuits. Now shit looking different. Now your son's spiraling out of control. He ain't calling you. He ain't get no sympathy for me. Talking about my son never calls me. Nigga, pull up on him. You don't got your son address? Pull up on him. What the fuck you telling us and Michael Benson and shit? My son never calls me. He never comes over. Nigga, shut up. Y'all was just living the Vida Loca. Now y'all looking La Vida fucking crazy for real. No sympathy for suckers. I have no sympathy for Ryan. I have zero. Bro. And, my woman, she actually gets upset with me for this because she just feels like I'm kind of cold hearted. I ain't gonna lie. I really am when it comes to certain people. Like, I can't really give my sympathy or have some type of empathy for certain people that's out here doing wrong. Like, if you're doing wrong, I can't have sympathy for you. Like, no matter what, it's hard for me. I just can't believe, like, the bullshit. Like, I'm not a friendly guy. Yeah, I talk to y'all on YouTube or whatever, but in person, like, I'm not just super friendly. I'm not. I don't trust people. I really don't. These niggas celebrated Dev getting cheated. You think I give a fuck? And that's why I keep on saying, Dev fucking sue Ryan. Keep on, bro, sue him. Fuck him. Fuck all these niggas. Charleston White, nigga, all these niggas that wrote you off. Sue all these niggas. Not sue all of them, but sue motherfucking Ryan Garcia. Fuck all these niggas. You know why? Because they not gonna be touching the paper when you get it back. Nigga, they already hate you now. Who gives a fuck? Nigga, get your motherfucking paper. Make that motherfucker Ryan Garcia feel it. He not feeling that suspension. You see, he talking shit on Twitter. He playing. He thinks it's a joke. Nah, nigga, fuck him. Take that motherfucking money. Take that money from him. Had that nigga really spiraling out of control. Gotta keep the shit like Cam Bosa say. War games, mind control. What'd he say? It really is. It's warfare. I have no sympathy for him. So our man Ryan is losing fans by people's wives. Yeah, going. Yeah. Now it's not funny no more. It was funny, but now it's not funny no more. Now it's getting distasteful. That's that. But now Ryan Garcia talking about he don't want to do no rematch or whatever. Like nobody talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. Said Henry said Ryan barely trained for the Haney fight. Well, of course, that's more of the reason why for him to have used pads. Exactly. He tried to cheat the system. He really tried to cheat the system, bro, for real, for real. And he almost got away with it. Nah, for real. And he almost would have got away with it if it wasn't for the meddling Vada fucking giving his ass a fucking drug test. Straight up. If he would have, bro, if there was no drug test and this fight was in Vegas, he would have got away with this shit, bro. For real, for real. Said Art Man, you think Shakur goes to Matchroom? Doesn't seem like Gardner promotes. Shakur Stevenson will fuck around and go to motherfucking Queensberry on you niggas. Notice Queensberry ain't talking shit. Shakur fuck around and go to Queensberry. I'm not lying. Look, watch, y'all see. Or he might just try to do the Devin Haney thing. But realistically, I think he goes to Queensberry. For real, for real. These dudes, what they're doing is trying to secure the future stable, bro. Eddie Hearn and them, they playing this smart. Motherfucking Al Heyman, I respect to Al Heyman, and I know he's still managing a lot of these guys' careers even when they leave him. But it's like, bro, your brand, you're not. You're supposed to be the American. Why are you not? Why don't you have the top American talent right now? Why does fucking why is Queensberry top ranked and motherfucking the Zone Matchroom have the top American future talent right now? They thinking, oh well, we got Javante Davis. I mean, Javante Davis can't box forever now, can he? But you know what? Maybe if you got that one thing going on, you feel like it's making them a lot of money, you might as well just stick with it. But the other group, the other folks there, man, they all jumping ship. Last time I checked, Brandon Lee was aligned with PBC. Now he on motherfucking Queensberry. Last time I checked, Boots was aligned with PBC in Showtime. Now he's motherfucking with Matchroom. Like, and I'm not saying that there's not a point in time where they could return to Al Heyman or whatever. But at the moment, it's looking like the Zone, Matchroom, Queensberry, top rank, is signing all good FBA talent. And me being a boxing fan, I'm not a promotional company fan. Niggas be trying to group me in the PBC fan. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no damn PBC or none of that shit. And I'm not saying that to hate on them or nothing. But nigga, if my favorite fighter fighting on motherfucking, if he was fighting on Adult Swim, nigga, I'll be watching that shit. Nigga, if he was fighting on ABC, you know what I'm saying, NBC, nigga, CNN, I'll be watching that shit. I'll be at Fox News watching boxing, nigga, for real. If my favorite fighters was fighting on Fox News or whatever, I don't give a fuck about the promotional company. But I'm not gonna lie, there's some promotional companies that I feel like they do a little better when it comes to promoting. But now it's looking like the new player that's doing a lot of shit when it comes to promotion is that Turkey guy. I really like that 5 versus 5 theme in the video and trailer from what's his face, Turkey. And I'm not saying that, oh yeah, that fight was so successful and it was more successful than PBC's fights, but I'm saying as a boxing fan who doesn't give a fuck about who's making the most money out of it, I like the fact that Turkey was taking that extra step to create nice trailers and video games that come with the motherfucking fight. I like that shit because that's right up my alley. I like see me look at my website. I make posters before the fight and after the fight. I like that whole build up. I like the build up of Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. I like that. I really didn't like the build up between Frank Martin and Javante Davis. They kind of half assed on that shit. And I'm like, dude, you got two prime FBAs fighting on Juneteenth weekend. Why the fuck this shit not a historic event? Like, make this shit something bigger than life. But they didn't. They just sold it on, well, Tank gonna get a knockout, and this is the nigga that's gonna get knocked out. They might double down on the next fight though. Said Keyshawn Davis, Abdullah Mason on future of 135. Also Eddie Cruz and Sheffield too. Yeah, like all them dudes, like for real, like man, like and they're not aligned with PBC. That cross promotion they doing is great. The adverts are epic. Oh, the advertisements are epic. Yeah, I fuck with that shit. The whole, and it's sad to see my dude Wilder get knocked out or whatever and lose to Parker and all that shit. It is sad, but I still thought that shit was cool. The little highlights, the little advertisement of him, you know, acting and shit like that. I thought that was pretty cool. And to this day, right now, I ain't gonna say to this day, but my favorite fight of the year so far to me is that Tyson Fury versus Usyk. And I know that's a little taboo because I was talking shit about the fight, saying I wish nothing but the worst for the fight. But I actually liked it. I liked it. I liked seeing Fury get his ass kicked by Usyk, and I like seeing motherfucking the boxing. As much as I like to say Tyson Fury is a cheater, which he is a pretty decent boxer, and he was working Usyk, and then Usyk came back and showed that spirit of a motherfucking champion, and whooped his ass. And I like that. There's a little drama to it, all that. It was entertaining because it was skill versus skill. You see this giant big man versus this little man, and the little man was working him. I can't get mad at that. I like Frank Martin versus Tank, but I was kind of a little underwhelmed for Frank Martin performance in the whole. Like I said, I was rooting for Frank Martin and whatever, but that weigh-in, y'all can go back and play the weigh-in video. Y'all saw my face. I was just completely turned off after that weigh-in. I was like, I don't know, man. And then Frank went in there. He was looking nervous. The moment really did get to his ass. He didn't want to overcommit. When they get scared of getting knocked out, that's when they really get knocked out. Like I know they say when you try to get a knockout, that's when you get knocked out. It's really if you scared of a knockout, you're gonna get knocked out. Because sometimes these niggas be accepting getting knocked out. And I ain't gonna lie. After a couple overhands and straight lefts, man, Frank Martin was mentally checked out. He was mentally checked out, bro. That whole sequence when he just went in the corner, he kind of like, if you want to put the high guard up or fucking dip low, and when he's backing up in the corner, I said, oh shit, nigga, he's accepting defeat. It's over. It's over. Javante went out there and fucking, with that uppercut and fucking movie like. He just sat there. He sat there, bro. And look, I'm a boxing fan. And yeah, I rooted for Frank. But I'm gonna keep that shit 100, nigga. He got scared in there. He got scared. He got scared of the knockout, and he got knocked out. I'm telling you, go back and watch that fight. Javante went like this. Frank Martin threw something, and Javante went. He dipped under, and he threw a fucking left hand over the top, and it popped Frank Martin. Frank Martin went. He turned his face back, and you could just see his eyes just buck. He was like, and he started backing up. He started backing up like this, and I'm just like, dude, you can see it in his fucking eyes. When you're watching boxing, man, look at their eyes. The eyes be the truth teller, bro. You can see it. He looked like, man, I ain't gonna get hit by nothing like that again. The fight was out of him. It was out of him. And then Javante hit him with a like a uppercut to the stomach, and he turned over, and then he hit him with like a looping overhand right, and it just popped his face again. It was over. It was over for him. The whole fight was gone. The fight was gone. It was out of him. And that's when he went into the moment where Javante was like, he flinched at him, and that Frank just tried to put that one hand up and jump to the corner. And then he went into the corner, man. It was just, the rest was history, nigga. Like, Javante, he put that fear in a lot of these niggas' hearts. He do. The person that's gonna beat Javante has got to be the person that's not scared of him. And I thought Frank would have put that Midwest cold killer, you know what I'm saying, shit on him, but nah. He went in there, got hit with that motherfucking left hand, and he realized that, I'm still getting the check, so it was already written. So let me just go ahead and fold, nigga. Me go in this corner, just go to sleep, because that's what the fuck happened. Say y'all root for Frank because Devin got that ass whoop and y'all prayed that the same thing happened to. Nah. I didn't do that at all. And I understand. Look, I totally understand where you guys are coming from when y'all say shit like that. Like, oh yeah, you just. Nah, I already posted receipts. I've been rocking with Frank for a minute, and and I did think that Frank could do something, but I always expect Javante Davis to outclass him because it was already written. The dude is more experienced than him. You know what I'm saying? He has the power and the speed advantage. I just felt like the athletic aspect was gonna get him the dub. But I ain't saying nah, ain't no way Javante gonna win this fight. I wasn't one of those dudes saying nah, this nigga gonna get his ass kicked because because Frank is just a much better fighter, much better boxer. Nah, I ain't saying nothing like that. My belief in Frank winning was the athletic in him just being bigger and stronger than Frank. I mean, stronger than Tank. But then after that weigh-in, and just me having boxing knowledge and understanding that when niggas look like that in the weigh-in, their performance can go really left. And yeah, I'm not a fake phony ass nigga, so I'm not gonna last minute say, oh no, I ain't pick Frank at the end. No, I switch my pick to Javante. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that at all. I roll with Frank. He lost, and now as a boxing fan, I can acknowledge that Javante Davis is that nigga. That's how boxing is supposed to go. But you niggas be fucking banging in these boxers' names and shit like, nah, nigga, nigga, you can't acknowledge that Javante was the bigger man. Nah, nigga, you gotta take that L with Frank Martin. You just can't never just support Javante. Nah, it's not like that. The better man won the fight. He showed why he's the top dog in the division. And then you see my statuses going forward now. I'm saying he's the nigga at 135. That's how boxing's supposed to go. I'm not banging in these boxing names like some of these niggas, man. For real. So I could tell from the body language Martin wasn't confident deep down. Yeah, I believed that he was confident until that weigh-in, man. That weigh-in really showed it. They didn't even want to put the camera on the dude because the nigga he went in there, he sat down, and then Javante doing backflips at the weigh-in. Come on, man. Come on. So you can't watch boxing, you get drug tested every fight. Said, nah, people rooted for Frank because Tank hadn't whipped on no nigga. He knocked out all Mexicans. Nah, for real shit. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, now he's about to fight somebody who's just as athletic, somebody that's strong as well, somebody that's not gonna get intimidated. But he went in there and failed the test. He went in there scrawny, nigga, weight drained like a motherfucker. He know it. We all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all seen it. We seen the memes. Other nigga looking like the crackhead from the PJs. We seen the memes. Let's be real. Let's be real. There was no rehydration clause. This wasn't Javante's fault. I'm not saying Javante is the reason why motherfucker Frank Martin looked like that. Nah, Frank know why he looked like that. Trying to fight down at 135 and you know you a naturally strong dude, muscular dude. But yeah, man, Javante's that dude at 135 for sure. I'm not like these other niggas. You see, don't get me confused with them other channels, them other niggas that be screaming on the microphone and shit like that and talking about Javante pay-per-view numbers and all that shit. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm giving him his credit. I'm not a motherfucking. Y'all can call me a hater, so I be hating or whatever. I'm not. In all honesty, I'm not a fucking hater. I'm not when it comes to Javante Davis and all these other dudes. There's certain people that I hate like Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury because they disrespected the game by cheating. But nah, I can't hate nobody who's out here doing this thing that's not cheating and winning and proving me wrong. I can't hate that type of shit. I can't. You got these other accounts talking about some look at his pay-per-view and numbers and all that. Man, I don't give a fuck about his pay-per-view numbers and all that shit. I don't care about none of that shit. All I know is whenever Gervonta Davis fight, I'm buying the pay-per-view. I've been buying the pay-per-view. I've been buying that shit. Straight up. So them niggas take it way too far personally because they have a personal relationship with Bill Haney. Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I be seeing it. I see it. And I see niggas, they done played the videos, got niggas looking crazy and shit like that, and niggas gotta defend themselves. See, y'all don't gotta pull up no clips like that of me because I don't gotta do none of that. I don't. I don't. If you see me talking crazy about some boxer, yeah, I explained. Yeah, I was definitely talking crazy. I was talking crazy about Shakur and Tank, but I wasn't saying, "Oh, these niggas is terrible boxers or whatever." Whenever whenever it came to these niggas boxing, the only people I said that can defeat them is each other, the other FBA fighters. I ain't saying all these niggas is trash. These niggas gonna get whooped by this other guy. I'm saying that out of these top guys, this is what's gonna happen. This is my belief. Never saying that these niggas is trash. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all be saying Devin Haney is trash. He ain't fought nobody and all this shit. Like, what are we talking about here? Y'all niggas getting hyped to see Tank fight Lomachenko, but y'all talking about Dev ain't fought nobody. Nigga, last time I checked, Dev fought Lomachenko before him. What are we talking about? Talking about he ain't fight nobody. He just fought Gervonta's biggest win. And the fight ended up being a motherfucking sham. He should never took the fight. But he did. And now he has a no contest and a fucking blemish on his motherfucking. How can I put this? He has a motherfucking blemish on just his name in general. So you can't say he ain't fight nobody. These niggas be talking about some he ain't fought nobody. Like what? Linares, Jojo Diaz, motherfucking Cambosis, Lomachenko, Regis Prograis. You niggas hyped to see Regis Prograis versus Catterall. Who just beat Regis Prograis? Devin Haney. Y'all niggas still crying about that shit. Y'all happy to see motherfucking Lomachenko versus motherfucking Gervonta Davis. Who beat Lomachenko? Devin Haney. Y'all was happy to see Lomachenko versus Cambosis, and y'all say, damn, Lomachenko was back. He just stopped Cambosis. Who just beat both of them niggas? Devin Haney. But y'all want to y'all want to say out the same breath and say, motherfucking Devin Haney ain't fought nobody. Get the fuck out of here. And it's sad because you got guys, and I rock with Boots, but you got guys who are fucking dick riding Boots saying that Devin Haney had never fought nobody. How you a Boots fan talking about Dev ain't fought nobody? Nigga, Boots want to do what motherfucking Dev already done. A lot of these boxers that y'all look up to want to do what Dev already done, which is become undisputed and move up in the weight class and become a champion in that weight class. And want to say this nigga ain't fought nobody. The average boxer ain't doing that type of shit. The reason why there's a reason why you can't just say there's a lot of undisputed motherfucking champions under 25. You can't say that. There's not. There's not. You could put motherfucking Devin Haney's name in there with motherfucking Mike Tyson. Guys who became undisputed at a very young age. He's already in the books. Some of your favorite fighters want to do that. But they want to hate on Dev and say Dev ain't this and Dev ain't that. Nigga, if we talking stats, look at this shit. Man, they hate this graphic. There's some graphic that shows that if you fought a champion, get a green check mark. If you fought a lineal champion, get a green check mark. If you became undisputed, get a check mark. If you motherfucking went up in weight class and became a champion, get a fucking check mark. They put Shakur, Dev, Teal, and all them guys listed, and Dev's name was all in all the check marks because he fought the champions. He fought the undefeated guys. He fought the motherfucking uh, um, he fought the guys at the higher weight class for a real belt, for the full world title belt, not the fucking a regular belt. He fought the guys for the full world title. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fought guys coming off of crazy upset wins. Cambosis beating Teofimo Lopez. He fought him immediately after that. But these niggas want to sit here and say, oh, Dev ain't fought nobody. I get it. When you look at it, the resume doesn't look like, oh my God, these are just bona fide killers. No, I ain't saying nothing like that. But he's fought the gauntlet. He fought the guys in position to become undisputed while your guys opted out of the challenge. Am I wrong? Your guys opted out of the challenge. Gervonta Davis, he just now fighting, but he's got that WBA belt after motherfucking Devin Haney has it. All the belts at 135, Dev already had it. Look, when the motherfucking ring guys is talking to him. So when you're fighting, what do you want to do in this division? You talk to these fighters, they say, oh, I want to be undisputed, and all that shit. When they say that, you got to think about who was the last undisputed that way. So so basically you want to be like Devin Haney. You want to be in the likes of Sweet Pea Whitaker and Devin Haney and be, undisputed lightweight fucking champions. Yeah, exactly. Y'all don't like when niggas say shit like that, but it's facts. It's facts. Definitely facts. Devin checked all the boxes. He checked all the fucking boxes. So how can you get mad and try to write this young nigga off? Like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Dev's the youngest undisputed champion, 23, first undisputed lightweight champion. Youngest co-promote his fights. Floyd started co-promoting himself in his 30s. Like, they laughing at Dev because they offer him motherfucking $1 million from Sandor Barn, nigga. Nigga, laugh at your favorite fighters who've been on lifetime contracts complain about their promoters. You ain't never heard Dev have to complain about his motherfucking promoter. It's the first time you heard him complaining about anything when it comes to the promotion side. But at the end of the day, it's not like he's forced to fight Sandor Martin because he's getting that motherfucking paper. He can fuck around and opt out that shit. He can fuck around and opt and wait and fight Ryan Garcia for motherfucking quadruple that motherfucking amount, nigga. What are we talking about here? But these niggas trying to write him off and say he this and that. That's cool. That's cool. I get it. You hate Dev. You're hoping that shit stick that. You're hoping that he's completely damaged. And me, myself, I personally can't tell you that Devin is back or he is what he was before. All I can do as a fan is just hope that he is, the same Dev, or he can come back and be better. But you guys are praying that this shit stick, that he's fucking terrible and Chinny, his punch resistance is shot and he can't come back. Straight up. Said they fighting over Dev scraps. Like, yeah, nigga, like, what's that nigga named Pollo at 140? He got the WC belt. He got his child in his hand. You know what I'm saying? He happy, he thanking the Lord, the Lord and Savior. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You feel good. You've been upgraded to a full champion. But when you're thanking the man, you got to thank the other man. You know what I'm saying? You got to thank the man above first. You know what I'm saying? You got to thank the man above first. But you got to thank the man who gave you the belt. You know what I'm saying? Devin the Dream Haney. He's making it happen for you. If it wasn't for him, you never would have made it. What did he say? Never would have made it? Yeah. You never would have motherfucking made it if it wasn't for Dev. He gave you that belt, basically. And it's not because he's scared of you and all these niggas trying to run this narrative that he's scared of motherfucking Sandor Martin and scared of fucking Pollo. Nigga, you niggas wouldn't bet on them. Y'all would not, bro, all these niggas talking shit that, ooh, Dev is scared of Sandor and fucking Pollo, whatever. Nigga, you wouldn't take money out your motherfucking savings and put 1,000 on motherfucking, if you even have that, you wouldn't fucking put 1,000 on motherfucking any of those dudes to beat Dev. Let's be fucking real. Let's be real. Stop it. So cut that bullshit out. Cut it out. So yeah, these niggas in position to fucking have all these titles and shit because of Dev, bro. Shakur Stevenson, motherfucking Lomachenko, Gervonta Davis, and the other dude. How y'all get y'all belts? Oh, because Dev vacated. He ain't lose to nobody at 135. And he ain't lose to nobody at 140. Exactly. Said they discredit Dev's resume but hype up Tanks. Like I said, nigga, bro, we damn near had to bully this nigga into fighting a black fighter, Frank Martin. Niggas, I remember it got to a point where niggas was like damn near begging he fight Frank Martin because we like a lot of folks understood that a lot of fights can't be made now because of the marinating and all that shit. But can you please fight Frank Martin because he's aligned to you and he's black? Please, we tired of seeing you fight Lopez and the Garcias of the world. Nigga fought 2 Garcias in 1 year. So they was ready for him to fight somebody black. And I give him credit for that. That's a good W. That's a good W at 135. Because I view Frank Martin as a solid contender. I'm not one of them dudes saying that he's a 30-year-old prospect or nothing like that. Not at all. So I think Lola beats Austin Ray Ryan and Sturge and Ryan, but Dev also had terrible game plan. Bro, like I said, niggas really haven't got punched for real. I don't think folks really got punched for real. I feel like they just talking like, oh, shit just happened. No. Till you can point out a boxer who's beat an overweight puncher on pads, I'm going to argue this fact that niggas just don't beat these type of guys. You just don't beat guys that's on the juice, that's overweight. Devin Haney, he got his fucking marbles cracked early on in the fight. Early on in the motherfucking fight. And he could barely keep it together. But he did. He showed that warrior spirit, and it showed how much of a good boxer he is because some dudes get hit and can't even recover at all. He attempted, he got back up, and he was still boxing. And when you look at the scorecards, the fight was still close. The fight was still close. It's not like this nigga got knocked out. It wasn't no Lubin versus Charlo type of shit. It wasn't nothing like that. So I was told today I'm not invited to any of the fight parties where Tank is fighting. Yeah, these niggas be gangbanging in Tank's name. Said one judge had it as a fucking draw. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Dev just completely just got his ass stopped. We ain't gonna do that here. I ain't gonna lie, it was times in the fight where it was looking ugly, where it was looking like, oh shit, they gonna stop it. But no, he came back. He showed that warrior heart. And I can't do nothing but respect it. So I say this all the time. Most people have never been punched by someone. And I'm telling you, I've been punched like that for real. Like, I think I told the story in my chat before where I fought a dude who was bigger than me. True story. It was around matter of fact, it was 4th of July. Right out here in Minnesota. It was 2009, actually. Guy I went to school with. We were in school, actually. We met up at a motherfucking park where we had, fireworks going off or whatever. Actually, it was a lake. And we went out there or whatever. A lot of people from the school were just hanging out or whatever. And I remember this nigga was telling me, like, oh, I was trying to talk to his girl or whatever. And all this bullshit. You know how niggas be trying to fight over girls or shit in high school. So I'm thinking, like, man, this nigga talking this bullshit. But, when you're young and you're not a boxing fan at the time, you're not thinking about, like, weight classes and shit like that. This nigga was obviously, like, 3-4 weight classes bigger than me. Nigga, I used to be shorter than this, too. And a lot skinnier. So you're not thinking about weight classes and all that. And this nigga's talking about we're gonna walk down the hill, we're gonna fight or whatever. Niggas in high school, everybody amping the shit up. Oh, niggas about to fight or whatever. But I was with my niggas though. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't gonna be no fair ones if I was getting my ass kicked. So what happened was, man, we get to squaring up or whatever. I remember I caught him with some shit. Next thing you know, he caught me with some shit. And I'm telling you, nigga, it felt like fight night, nigga. Fight night champions where where you get hit and you gotta align yourself in the middle. You gotta, because they showing all the shadows of the referee. You gotta align yourself in the middle and get back to consciousness. Bro, it really felt like that. Thank God my nigga jumped in. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have got smashed, but my dude jumped in and they just started whooping his ass. And I'm just like, whew. I came back to my senses. Then we just start jumping his ass. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, God damn, that nigga hit me with a motherfucking bomb. I felt that shit. Like, it feels weird. It really feels like you're there, but your brain is like elsewhere. It's crazy. And one fighter described it, Jared Hurd. He said when he fought Williams, he said he barely remembers that fight because he got hit with a punch and it was just like, next thing you know, they waving this fucking hand up in the air or waving J Rock's hand in the air. Sometimes it really be like that where you get hit and you're just like, your brain is out of there. You got a dude who's already known for being a power puncher, and he's on the pad that make him stronger. My bad. Nah, but real shit. Niggas don't understand when you get hit like that, man. It really puts you in like an out of body experience where it's like, dude, your fucking marbles is rocked. But if you got good recovery, you can come back. Some people have good recovery where they can come back. Like Tyson Fury, I think it depends that Tyson Fury be taking. But Tyson Fury has good recovery, like where he gets hit, yeah, he'll be out on his feet or get dropped, but like he's able to just like snap and come back on like out of nowhere. Devin Haney, he got hit by fucking Ryan, and you can tell he was like, it's where you trying to motherfucking move, but your legs is motherfucking moving. You know what I'm saying? You trying to, your brain and your legs not on the same motherfucking page. Like we seen that a lot in boxing. And there was moments where Dev, he snapped back on and he's able to jab and box and throw that fucking left hook. But Ryan being on the pad, that helps him strength wise, bone density wise, recovery time wise. He's able to eat that shit and come back and throw a harder punch because not only is he a lot bigger, he's a lot stronger unnaturally. And that's what these niggas don't want to comprehend. The nigga was fighting somebody who was bigger, stronger, unnaturally. And Dev got his shit rocked early. There's a time, bro. You can't say, yeah, well, Dev had a bad game plan. Okay, you could say he had a bad game plan, but can you tell me, you could confirm to me that if he had a different game plan, he wasn't going to get hit at all? Even in fights like Canelo versus Floyd, Floyd got hit in that fucking fight, even though he won damn near every fucking round. There's still a time where he got hit. May not have been clean or to super flush, but he got hit. Boxers get fucking hit no matter what. No matter what the fight is, niggas gonna get hit. But yeah, man, niggas is riding Devin Haney off, and Shakur, he got to put on a great performance, or he's gonna get run off by a lot of people for real. So Ruiz recovered after that bomb AJ dropped on him. Nah, real shit. He has some Mexican heart. He definitely has some Mexican heart, and a lot of Mexicans got good recovery as well. But yeah, man, niggas ain't never really got punched before, so they don't really know. So they think, oh, you got punched, and you supposed to just never get punched by that punch again. No, nigga. You got punched, and now you're in a fucking fight, and then you got to figure out how the fuck do I not get hit while fucking trying to win the fucking fight and not getting stopped. While your fucking legs is moving this way and that way, you got to figure it out. Real shit. But anyways, man, I got to get up out of here. I'm about to go get me some food. I'm fucking starving. Y'all go to artmanapparel.com for the best boxing merch. And if you like what I'm saying, hit my Cash App. $Artman the Great. $Artman the Great on Cash App. And artmanapparel.com for the best boxing merch in boxing. Straight up.